Hi, YouTube friends. How's everybody doing? This is Nancy. If you want information on the product list, just type the word buddy in the comments and I will get that to you. Otherwise, say hi and subscribe and like and all the things you do with YouTube. Sorry, all of my things to paint with were out in the bathroom, so I had to go grab those real quick. Okay, let's get started, and I also need white. Well, we'll probably use this. Okie doke. We're gonna just get going. Hi everybody, it's Nancy. How's it going today with you? I've had a great day. If it says was live right there, that means you're catching the replay. Just type #replay in the comments and I will welcome you. Hello everybody. Hope you're doing awesome. We're gonna work with this cutout today. This is one of my absolute favorite designs. So I thought I better get to this one before it sells out. Let me find you all. Keyword today is buddy, B-U-D-D-Y. So just type that in and that will get you a message from my page with the products that I'm using. It'll get you all the links that you need. And let's go. I feel like I haven't been live in like 85 days. It hasn't been that long, but it does feel like that. I got a lot of rest this weekend. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lena. How's it going? We're going to paint this cutout in bright white. Actually, that's not bright white. Plaster, chalk paint. You know what I mean. I'm a little tired, but you know, my words should still work. So strange. We're just going to give this probably one coat. It doesn't have to be perfect. Mainly, I want the edges to be this white color. Hope you're all doing good. I took the weekend, I don't want to say off. I did not take the weekend off completely, but I did not go live this weekend. Jace and I needed to rest, you guys. I think I just needed to rest my body. But I had given him for his birthday last week some tickets to this place called World Springs in, it was in the Colony, I guess, officially, in Texas. And it's a place where you go and they have all these different, there's hot tubs and it's all outdoors, hot tubs and saunas, some cold plunges, and they all have like different minerals in them. So based on the natural body of water they're based on. So we went into the Dead Sea pool, so that was full of salt. There were places in Asia and Mexico, and like it would show what minerals were in there and what it would help and all the things. So basically, we just soaked for 3 hours in these different pools. You can eat there. It's all, like I said, it's all outdoors. It was the most relaxing thing I've ever done. And I just really super enjoyed it. So we did that on Friday night. That was planned. And then what did we do on Saturday? Hi, Linda. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate you guys. For some reason, my messages are not coming up. All comments. That's strange. Facebook is changing again, you guys. It's not showing my comments live, which is weird. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Linda. I'm going to try going out and back in just a minute. I can see it there. Thanks for all the thumbs up. I can see that. My comments are not showing live. It's like I'm not live, but I am live. So we're just going to click this little thing, get out of it, and I'll come back to it in a second. We'll see you guys here. Hi, Cindy and Mary Ann. How are you guys? I will try to look at comments there because, you know, things are changing. Thanks for all the hearts. Anyway, this place was super cool. I highly suggest you look it up. Even if you're not in the area, maybe there's something like it in your area. Apparently there was another one like it in our area, but it closed. But wow. I said to Jace, I think he would love it in the wintertime. In the wintertime. If you like hot tub stuff. It wasn't like you had hot tubs that were 99 degrees. Some were 103. There were different saunas at different temperatures. They were all very... And like I said, they were all based on real bodies of water in the world with whatever minerals and hot springs that were in those, I guess. It was kind of the idea. For me, I got in the first one and just said, this is exactly what I needed. So anyway, we did that. Saturday, we went on the boat in the evening with some friends. And then yesterday, I did some work, but I took a 3-hour nap, which you guys know I'm always busy. So I am on the mend, feeling so much better after all that rest for the whole weekend. I think this is going to be good. Just one coat of this. All right, now let me see if I can get to the real comments. The real comments. Keyword is buddy, you guys. Keyword is buddy. If you are a Perks member or a designer as of last Thursday, and you got those extra design dollars, those are only good through the end of today. So you need to spend those. They're in your account. If you have not used those, I know a lot of my people have used theirs, at least my Perks members. I can't see if you're a designer. I don't see your stuff. But anyway, make sure you use those because they were given to you for free. And you don't want to not have those, right? You can use those design dollars through the end of today, and that is it. So make sure you go to your account and check that. Everybody was given 15 extra design dollars to use. If you don't know what those are, that's probably because you're not a Perks member or a designer. It's basically free money to use to spend on the chalk site. Hi, Linda. How are you? Now, let's see if this is working. I don't know. Of course, Lena says she used hers. Hi, Linda. I am on the mend, Marianne. Thank you. Kathleen, hello. Brenda, I think I got everybody. I think I did. Okay, so let's get this dried. Like I said, keyword is buddy. I just love this. This will look so adorable also on a pillow, on one of the lumbar pillows from my chalk site. You guys, that will look, this is going to be amazing on that too. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? How's it going? No words today, so I am flipped the other way, but hopefully it'll be easier for me and for you guys. It was still hot here in Texas today. You guys, hot. Hi, Rochelle. It's still a lot of degrees today. We had rain come through, but it's muggy and gross. I was going to cut the grass when I got home, but I'm going to wait till later. Let me know what your weekend was like. Now you heard my whole rundown. Okay. You know what? I'm wondering if my black marker is in here. Is this black? Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to sand and wax this and get it ready for some chalking. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Okay. And if you are one of my Perks members and you are having trouble finding those design dollars, just message me and I'll send you a screenshot of where they are. But you should probably know how to use those by now if you've been in the Perks program a little while. It's the same place as they always are. Oh, you did, Rochelle? That's awesome. That's good. Wendy, thank you. Wendy, I don't want to jinx it. But I am on the mend, I believe. Fingers crossed. I've been taking, you guys, this vitamin cocktail I'm taking is crazy. So in the morning and at night, so 2 times a day, I am taking 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 50 milligrams of zinc, I think 500 milligrams of lysine, something called NAC. I don't really know what it stands for, something, NAC, 600 milligrams of that, and something else in the morning and at night. So a lot of vitamin C and stuff. So I think my body is finally like, okay, fine. Whatever's going on, we're going to kick it. Oh, women's retreat, North Carolina mountains. That's awesome. I don't know if you guys know this, but when my husband and I were first married, like babies, 23 years old, he got into the Duke master's program at Duke, and we just left Michigan and moved to North Carolina, and he got in the PhD program, and we lived in Durham, North Carolina for a year, and we were so homesick. I mean, we were babies. We were so homesick, we came back. He got his master's and got out after a year. But we loved North Carolina so much. How much did you love it, Elizabeth? I'm guessing you were on maybe the east side of North Carolina. Is that true? All right, so this is sanded and waxed and ready to go. Patricia, you're saying to me, you're surprised I can still stand up with all those vitamins? I know. You would think it would have bothered my stomach. But guess what? It didn't even affect me. So I think that was so deficient. All right, we're going to use this one, you guys. This reusable silkscreen transfer I thought was so adorable. So we're going to use this one. It's called Elf Buddies, okay? And there's another one that you can get that have elves on them also. It's a little different. This one is one of our new sizes. This is called a G. So it is 6 by 18. That's the length of it, okay? The outside of the transfer. 6 by 18 is what this is. So we are going to put this right on here. I really thought it would bother my stomach, but nope. Not even a little bit. So I don't know. You know what? I've decided, this is my decision. This is what I've decided about me. Every time for me, I'm just adding some lint to the back. If you're new to my page, you guys, I'm just adding some fuzz to the back because it's very sticky, okay? For me, I have decided that when I don't run like significant amount or some sort of cardio activity, then I get sick. It happens when I train for races. It's happened before. And you might remember I got this pedicure that I had in the summer. I couldn't run because I couldn't wear a tennis shoe. And then I got busy at school and I stopped running and then I got sick. So I'm telling you, and then there's this whole thing with my blood work. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Basically, I need to run or I get sick. So I'm back to running, just so you know. I ran Saturday, I ran Sunday, I ran last week. Even though I've been feeling kind of whatever, I have to run no matter what. I'm trying to decide, do I need to move this? Let me move this just a bit. You know what? Everybody has a different makeup. So for me, if it means I have to do that to stay healthy, then that's what I do. I mean, it's fine. Some people get diabetes because it's in their history, whatever. This is what I'm doing. Okay, this transfer, I love it because you don't even have to like paint in or anything. I just painted my surface. If you put this right on a pillow, you won't need to do any like painting in or anything like that. It'll look super cute. I've got paint on my fingers, it's bothering me. So we're just going to do the paste and pull method and do this as we go. I think what I'm going to do is work on the L's first and then we'll do the tree, okay? All right, so I didn't really think about, I'm gonna just work from one end to the other, I suppose. So we're gonna start with our star here. And of course I picked Nominee, but you can pick any color. I feel like I've got like a fuzz here I can't get off. Okay. So we're going to use Nominee. This is a beautiful metallic gold. This is chalk paste. It is not paint. Okay, you want to get your air bubbles out and then just press your paste into the silk screen. Super simple. Just like so. Okay, I think I'm also going to do their skates. I'm going to do just the little, the metal parts of their skates in gold. I think I'm going to leave, well, I don't know what color I'm going to do their skates just yet, but we're going to do just the metal part in this Nominee color with my detail tool all the way across because let's have fun with it. You can make them silver, any color you want. I just think these guys are adorable. I don't see any comments. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Say hi. If you're just watching quietly, you could still say hi. Let me know you're here. I think maybe I'll do the little balls on their hats too. And with the metallics, you're going to have a little more time to chalk, so don't stress too much about it drying in the silk screen. That's why I like to use them. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Hi, Karen and Jen. Appreciate you. Okay, then, and we're just going to lift. I'm going to lift here and lay it back down and lift on this end and lay it back down. And that way, our paste will go onto our surface. I'm doing much better, Jen. Thank you. Starting to feel better. Okay, I'm going to do the little elves clothes in cherry is the color I'm choosing. We'll do this part also. Because my tree is going to be green, it's probably obvious. We're going to do a little different color here for, you know what, we'll do the outside of the mittens too. I picked cherry, but you can pick any red of your choice. And then I'll probably do their skates and their socks in green. I think that's probably what I'll do. We'll do this guy. Me too. Hi, Christy McKinney. How are you? Chilling after work, watching you before I leave the building. Thank you for, you're hanging out longer at work for me. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I think I would have turned you on my phone and sadly driven and watched you at the same time. I'm glad you're being safe though. This is going to be a relatively quick one, Wendy, so I will not keep you longer at work than you need to be, my friend. All right, we got the hat, and we're going to do his little gown. The mittens are an outline, so I just decided to go ahead and do those in cherry as well. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Okay, then we're going to lift and lay on both ends. I think I already did that end. Okay, well, Christy, I won't tell anybody, but you're doing what I would be doing. Just watch the road and listen. Just watch the road and listen. Don't get in trouble. Okay, this little guy, I missed his little, hang on. This guy, his little arms are hanging over, so I missed that. I'm going to go ahead and chalk that really quick with a detail tool. And lift. I didn't notice that his little hands were over the top. Who said hello? Oh, Christy, I have a decision to make. I don't want to make the wrong decision. My friend of 30 years isn't doing well in Hopstead today. It won't be long. I feel I should go. What is holding you back from going? If you want a group effort, if you're asking, are you asking my opinion? Or are you just saying? On your way out. Okay, Wendy, no worries. I say go. If you're asking my opinion, you'll regret it if you don't. Go. If you can go, go. If if it's affordable and you can get there, I would go. Okay, I'm going to do their little faces in espresso. And their hair is going to be brown. Everything's just going to be, I'm just trying to keep it a little bit simple. I mean, the minute, I was with my dad as much as I could. And then, I just don't regret all that time that at least the last whatever minutes you get with somebody, you never regret it. You won't regret it. Like I said, if you can afford it and you can do it, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. I got their faces done. I'm also going to come back to this color, so I'm just going to leave it out. But let's see. Let's lift. Their little faces are so cute. Okay. Now we just have to do their feet and the tree, and we are set. Okay. You're welcome, Jen. I know I struggled a little bit with that too. Like, how long should I have stayed with my dad? I feel like if I had to do it over, I would have gone up the first time he went in. My sister was there, but okay, I'm deciding just to have their socks green, but you could do it any color, honestly. They're elves. They can be anything. They can be anything. I'm thinking if I want to paint their face, though. That's the only part I haven't decided. Okay, all this got lifted. All right, so I have 2 things left. Who said, hey, girl? Hey, Deb Cobb, how are you? Oh, yeah, see, you do have a lot of things going on, too. I mean, you got to balance it, right? You got to balance it with your commitments and all of that. You know, if you can FaceTime with her. I mean, my kids couldn't, you know, some of them couldn't make it up to see my dad, so we FaceTimed with everybody. You know, they couldn't. My daughter was like snowed in. Not snowed, but basically she was iced in because she lives in Seattle. But anyhow, it doesn't matter. So she FaceTime with him. I mean, you just do what you can. You can't change it, but you know. You got to balance it out. If you can make it work, make it work. Having it just, you know, gone through it, it's like you never regret. I mean, my son ended up, he has a little more flexible schedule. He was able to come, and man, was he so helpful to me too. Like that was the other part that was sort of, not that I, you know, that's not why he came necessarily, but it was nice that he was there. Okay, let's do our tree. So just because you're lifting it up a lot, just make sure that you kind of go back and rub your transfer down just to make sure, you know, you get those air bubbles out again. And then I'm probably going to switch to a multi-tool, but I mean mini squeegee. But for right this second, while these little spots are a little bit tight, in the small areas, I'm going to use this tool, and then I'll do the rest with my mini squeegee. So you're not like, Nancy, why is this taking you 9 days? Okay, the rest of this I can do with a bigger tool. Okay. So just take your chalk paste, press it in. And even if you're just doing one color, but you feel like maybe you're taking a while, just lift, okay? Just lift in those spots. And then just press it back down. No big deal. Just as long as you don't all the way remove it. I mean, you can all the way remove it and line it back up, but it's easy to just lift a little bit. And if the rest is still stuck down, then you're good. Probably what I'm going to go do is fill in these little spots with some red. Now that I'm looking at it. But you could leave them white if you wanted. Okay, here we go. Can't wait to see it. Okay, here we go. Let's lift this up, and then we'll just see if we want to add any more detail to it. Oh my gosh. How cute! Hit the heart button for me. Type the word Buddy, B-U-D-D-Y, if you haven't already. If you already have, no need to do it again. Okay, I'm just looking at it thinking this is so cute. So cute. I'm going to paint in their mittens and maybe these dots, but look at how cute they are. Isn't that fun? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, let's try this, and I'm going to add what do you guys think? Maybe I'll do their mittens in Nominee. And you know, maybe those... I was thinking maybe the dots in Nominee, like the ornaments, but now I want them to be red. So this is what we're going to do. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad you like it. All right. I'm going to just use a small little brush and do a couple little things. Because we're not going to lay this back down, but what did I say I was going to do in Nominee? Oh, they're mittens. So we're going to go ahead and just with a light coat, there's a very little paste on my brush. I'm going to paint in their mittens. And if you use very little paint, if you bleed into your other colors, thank you for the hearts. Hi, Jema, how are you? You're not going to really notice. So the little bit of paint is better. Because you know me, I get things where I don't want them all the time. But if you have just enough, it'll bring out a little detail there without globbing it everywhere. Now this one time I have a little too much, but... I'm going to maybe go over the red. Okay, we're going to do these little mittens in gold also. So cute. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to add it to. Okay, then we're going to make the dots red. Thank you for the sprinkles. Oh, I have no idea. I grill everything. I'm a griller. And even though the doctor said you need to eat salmon. Okay, this was just last week. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But I will do it because I have to. But I haven't made it yet, so I have no idea. I didn't mean to have so much water on this brush. Hang on. I'm good. Sorry for getting... Jama, it is okay. You're allowed to be here anytime you need to be here, my friend. Anytime. Anytime you need to come, you're here. And the replay is here. Well, the replay is here for 30 days, you guys. If you come back later than 30 days, the replay is on YouTube. Okay? Because I am live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And my YouTube page is the same name as this page. I would say most of my reels are there also. Those will stay on Facebook, but I'm just saying if you're horsing around on YouTube and you want to watch there, a lot of my reels are there. But I've got basically all my current and a lot of my past lives are on Facebook. I mean YouTube, sorry. Okay, we're going to do one more. Red and Nominee would also be very nice. For what? Yeah, it's so good for you. Hi, Patricia Brown. I saw you said hey, and then you said hey again. Hello, hello. Sorry, my head was down. My head was down, my friend. Sorry. Okay. Cute. Now, the only other thing I'm thinking I want to do just because they're faces, and I like my faces to have a little face color, is I have this mix of camel and bright white. And I'm wondering if I can do that. I keep this little mixture around, and I'm just going to use this. This is my absolute smallest brush because I really am wanting to avoid laying my transfer back down today. I'm just not in the mood for it. So I'm going to try very hard to just paint lightly with the very tip of my brush, just to get a little skin color inside my face of my elves. And there's just 3, so it'll only take a sec. I just need it in a few spots. I'll hold it up so you guys can see in just a sec. Oh, that was too much paint on my brush. It's not the end of the world, but I did better on these 2. Okay, super cute. What does this say? Oh, I forgot to tell you I got the sled. Oh, you did get it. You thought you didn't, but here you did. Yay, I'm glad. I am so glad you got it because it's so cute. A little, oh, you could mix them? Yeah, you could mix them if you wanted. I personally like them all red, but you do what you like. I had a little bleed right here. So I'm going to take my white Sharpie marker and fix it. You guys, these Sharpie markers are amazing. Okay. Yay! All right, we are going to grab this surface. Hi, Margaret Skinner. So this surface, you guys, is, what do I want to say? Oh, I'm trying to get it out of there. This is an outside the box frame. It comes with wood on the inside, white on one side, brown on the other. You can also get like chalkboard refills. So I'm going to use this one as a chalkboard. But you can also do it with the same deal with this. And I'm really going to just put it in here like this. I am going to take my Sharpie marker and just go around my edges to clean up the white on the edges. So it just looks a little more professionally done. And it only takes a second, you guys, to kind of do that. If you're expert painters and you don't get anything on your edges, well, you're better than I am. But I almost always get paint on the edge. So this is cool because you can get different inserts for it. And I love it for these size G transfers that are long and skinny. It would be great if you were able to snag those Be Giving, the Charlie Brown ones that are, you could put them all in one. It's a great surface. Me too, Robin Kelly. So glad you're here. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm just cleaning this up super quick because, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this in here. Because you want to be able to get it out if you can to change it up. So if you leave this on, if you hot glue it on or you glue it on, you're going to be in trouble. It's not going to come off. So my trick is I put my surface in And then I love these. Now you can do magnets. I know some people prefer magnets, but I don't want to wreck this surface. You could put tape down and glue it. It's totally up to you, but I love these command strips. Okay, they look like one side of the Velcro. I need 4. And you just push them together. This is how I do it, okay? And then when you peel it off, it's not going to wreck your the surface. So what I do is I put them together, and they're going to, you hear how they like crackle? Probably what you want to do, the actual step is put them on the front and the back is what I would do before you put them together. Like so. Okay, these are called like wall hangings or something. This is the kind I use. So just put the sticky side down. And then I put it on. So then you know it's going to line up, right? And then stick it to your board. And then when you're ready, you can either just make it interchangeable and put something else on there, or you can take the whole thing off and it won't ruin your chalkboard, okay? Let's get this other piece on. Oh, wait a minute. I use these at school. I have some things that I put on my wall, and then, I mean, I use command strips a lot, but these are the ones that I use the most. Because they can come on and off. And if you ever see behind me little white strips on there, like in this corner, that's what these are. So I can just put them on the back and stick them up without using nails. All right, so then we're just going to put this in, and it just adds a little dimension to it. How cute! You guys, this is adorable. What do you think? And then this stands up. Yes, they are, Robin, and they're really strong, I think. They're really strong. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so much. And let's see who's here all the way to the very end. Robin Kelly, send me your address, your email. I'm going to send you some happy mail. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Bye.